Warning, the following broadcast contains strong opinions, playful antics, and controversial topics causing off-the-rails fun. Chances for being offended are higher than average for sensitive people. Viewer discretion is not advised. Live a little and have some fun.
Well, hey, welcome everybody. How we doing this evening?
We're doing.
Hey,
Jarvis, you get a DoorDash order.
I'm on the show now. I'll tell you that. Right.
Oh my goodness. And with that note, Jarvis, hey, he's getting his earbuds in. So while he's getting ready, hey, welcome everybody to another episode of the Coach's Box, episode 176. We're calling this one Always Take the Points. Always.
I don't know how many damn times you said that in the group message.
Oh my gosh.
Gee whiz.
So wait a minute, Chris. The show me and you did was the 175th. We
That is
couldn't get any
correct.
of these other bums that should come up.
No.
We had a tournament going and everything else, and we couldn't get anyone else on.
Hey,
Oh.
Everybody's
Life.
busy with stuff. They're just so busy.
With life's
Busy.
going on.
Oh, no, there ain't nothing going on in our world over here. Tournament, games.
Well, I want to know, Jarvis, are you eating wings? That's what I
Nope.
want to know, because that's what we're going to get right into.
No.
We're going
I'm
to
not.
talk about the wing bowl. So,
Yeah.
fellas, Chris, tell us a little bit about how did it go last night for you guys?
Coach
Well,
of
I
the
mean,
year.
hey, we just tried to take it one game at a time, and
Oh,
the
Cliff
good Lord
David
willing, and
It's a workout. Yeah. Thanks.
Rose goes to the front, big guy.
I gotta say, I mean, it's always a fun game, between us and Herculaneum. The kids always, I mean, it's a conference game, it's a rivalry game, and then on top of that, which is like everything else I just said, and then other stuff is makes it more important, and then it's like me and Jarvis get to coach against each other, and that's like the least important thing of all of it. But for us, I think it's fun because
It's fun.
yeah, we were going back and forth a little bit down the sidelines.
We had Derek Schumer worried, I think, a couple times. The ref.
Yeah, he thought he was going to have to break up a fight, and it's like, no, we're just messing around with each other. It's fine.
He hasn't seen the podcast, has he?
No, I mean,
Obviously
not many
not.
people have, but that's
No,
okay.
he's
Well.
not one of the two viewers.
Schumer, is this a Perryville Schumer? Maybe that's why he hasn't watched it.
Ooh, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that was his name, right? Derek? I know his first name's Derek.
Yeah, Derek Schumer.
He
Yeah.
probably played for Bruce at some point and good,
Poor guy.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Had to
Didn't know
apologize.
who do I call extra fouls on? Who do I give the free throws to? I don't know.
If Bruce didn't tell me which side of the turkey table I'm sitting on this one.
Just want to make sure I'm invited to the family reunion.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Got to keep that inheritance. I mean, besides the ball game, if you guys want to talk a little bit, it was also the Think Pink night between St. Pius and Herculaneum. If you all want to maybe talk a little bit about what happened in between games.
I mean, I think it's always really cool. I like to think Pink Night, just the support for anybody who's had to deal with breast cancer and and how it affects. I mean, especially when it's a mom, a grandmother, somebody like that who. I mean, let's be real here. Without your mom, I mean, the family is just it's hard to make things go. And when that person is dealing with that, I mean, you gotta pick up and really rally around them. And I'll tell you what, it's always great to see that kind of support from people and stuff coming to the games and everything. So I enjoy it.
My mom, I think it was my freshman year of college, was diagnosed and had to have a procedure and everything, and it's a rough thing. It's no fun. Everyone says it, blank cancer, and I agree. Had a lot of relatives that have had to deal with it. My dad's had it. So yeah, good night. Got to listen to Andy Held talk a little bit. I'll give him some trouble when I see him. And I thought the atmosphere, both schools, even during the games and everything, it was good atmosphere. We cheered. Our kids cheered back and forth some, and I just overall good night. I mean, it would have been better if I would have won, but the old Whitman kid, when he sees Herculaneum or Black Cats on a uniform, that dude just starts lighting it up.
Hey, Chris, you may want to look to add like Fredericktown to the schedule before the end of the year or something like that.
So you have a good second quarter, right?
Say that I have Fredericktown.
I mean, but
those schools won't add a private school.
No,
that's true. So it again. I mean, we were on the losing end of this game last year, and it was
much more fun last year.
It wasn't much fun for me, and I had to buy wings. But
you'll get yours.
That wasn't even the best part of the games last year. That was watching Zach on a
that is true.
100-meter sprint.
That's what this was missing. It was missing Zach's deceptively quick self running his happy ass down the court trying to get that timeout.
I would have loved to see Kurtovic go at it after it just to try to get a timeout at some point.
I know, and his jeans and everything.
Yeah.
Hey, those must have been designer jeans because that fabric was moving.
You know me. You know I'm not paying anything for it.
Was
Arizona plus. I got you.
Mandy got them for him for Christmas. They were the high dollar ones.
Oh yeah, right. Walmart special.
Isn't that Arizona still? Do they still make those? I don't know.
Oh, it's probably still Z Cavaricci's from high school or something like that.
Hey,
hold
on. That dude can't fit anything he wore in high school.
Hold on. Are you looking in a mirror?
I know. I'm with you. I can't fit anything I wore in high school.
Oh, those things are extra baggy. They just look normal now.
If we still have our Letterman's jacket, that's what
I got mine.
I got
mine. Fat guy in a little coat. That's going to be a commercial at some point.
Oh my God.
Mine still fits.
Mine doesn't button, but it fits.
That is perfect. I'll go get the damn thing right now and put it on. It still fits.
It ain't, but I was say, no.
You want to bet? You want to bet?
I'm talking about mine.
Okay.
Those letters are going to stretch vertically and horizontally.
It's Crystal
like
City's
a bad
now.
Tattoo.
Crystal City's now 37 syllables.
Chris.
I don't want to stretch out all my patches and everything that are on there. I mean, I don't know.
See how that seamstress was back.
I don't know. But
they made those things way better back then.
We go to commercial. It's right in there. So I'll go over there and squeeze that Festus thing on.
Oh my gosh.
I got my Lakers stuff on. I ain't got no. So maybe I put some Festus on, represent.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
fair. How about those Lakers? Oh, we don't want to talk about that right now. But let's talk about the title of the show at this point, because again, Zach is very adamant how stupid it was not to take the points. But go ahead, Zach. Let's jump right into the your Detroit Lions debacle.
And Kevin got a little salty in that group chat. He's normally not like that, but
you don't know Kevin then.
Well, that's true. But we were arguing about Dan Campbell's decision to go for it twice on 4th and short and not taking the points. And hey, listen, Kevin, I agree with you when you say be true to yourself and all of that. But you have to think it's not the regular season, and points matter. Like, you have to score more points than the other team to win the game. And okay, if you want to say the first one because you had the lead and you're feeling yourself and you're like, hey, let's go for it. We are who we are. Great. But the second one, you've got to score. You've got to score. You can't take those points off the board.
That's always hindsight. Hindsight's always 2020.
Oh, but we were screaming it then when it was happening.
I would have kicked both times. If it were my decision, I would have kicked both times. But I am not Dan Campbell.
Yep.
And I have not gone for it all year and had a pretty damn successful team to get to the NFC Championship.
I don't care. There's the key. What you just said. The NFC Championship game, that changes the rules.
Thank you, Jarvis.
If he kicks both of those kicks, it changes the field position. It changes everything. Dude, you just handed it to him.
Unless that longer one, he misses that kick.
But you at least have to give yourself a chance.
To at least.
I thought he did going for it on less than fourth and less than 3.
Up. No, the first time, okay. Then you got to go, dude, take points. I'm trying to get the Super Bowl. Hey, you know what?
He wasn't trying to lose.
You don't think I don't ever get into a game and go, well, you know what? Screw the game plan because Jarvis is an idiot. Let's do this. I have to. I can't go, oh, I've done it all year. Well, guess what? I did that the first game of the year. I said, we're running man. We're running man against Bayless, and I'm not getting out of it. I don't care. And the kid scores 30-something points, and we lose the first game. And I went home and went, you're an idiot. I looked in the mirror and said, you are the biggest idiot.
Okay. He's been doing this all
You're not
year.
Good enough. You're not smart enough. And you know what? No one likes you.
No, wait, that's me. That's
Jason,
me.
Here's the difference. He did that all year, going for it on fourth and less than 5.
It doesn't
and
matter.
He was successful. The team was successful, and they won. It's not like
it's
he's
the regular season when you're playing the weak, lame, and blind of the NFL. You were playing to go to the Super Bowl.
You probably like that
dude. You think
did.
he was trying to lose?
So you'd be like that dude that sat there and onside kicked every time.
Well, no, because I don't agree with it. But if that's what he wants to do, then that's what you have to do all year.
It's just like Billy Bean and Moneyball. The regular season's the regular season, and the postseason is a completely different animal. You have to attack it like it's a different animal. Why is it in the NFL when it's first and goal from the 1, or when it's whatever and goal from the 1 yard line, teams are still passing the ball? Why don't you just say, hey, we're going to run the ball?
I don't know. Ask Pete Carroll how that worked out.
Because it's tough to get points. So you take the points when you can.
I thought he was trying to get more points. He was trying to get 7, not 3.
Well, and you know what? Now he's sitting.
And it didn't pan out.
Sitting in Detroit.
If it pans out,
it's
a different conversation.
When he could be in Vegas.
What the hell is Flint water?
Have you lived under a rock for the last decade?
Hey,
just ask anybody else, okay? Ask
Dak Prescott. Hey, you're great. We're a great regular season team. We get in the playoffs. We do it just like we do in a regular season. What happens? You get your ass kicked. So you can't say that the playoffs are different. Playoffs are different. You can't not kick there. That was so stupid. I was screaming. Well, in between deliveries, I was screaming at the TV.
They're like, "Thanks, can I have my food?"
Oh, dude, it was the worst. It's like I'm going up to the door. I'm like, "Hey, what's the score?" Hey, cool. You're watching the game. Sweet.
Can I come in?
Hey, can I come in? Can I come in? Hey, here.
Well, hey, you don't know how many people say, "Hey, you want a beer? You want this? You want that?" All the time. All the time when you deliver.
I'm kicking but I'm not Dan Campbell, and I understand why he did it. Because that's who he is, and he got to be a head coach for that reason.
I didn't say I didn't understand it. That doesn't mean I can't say it's asinine, and it was.
Hey,
I can't understand it, and I can't understand it because you play to win the game, and you have to score more points. You have to kick there because again, you have to give yourself more points. You just have to.
He did.
Well, look at Baltimore. Look at Baltimore. They did the same dumb thing, and it cost them too. I mean,
maybe. Yeah, we don't know how. Kicker could have missed it.
But okay.
Hey,
what's Michael Scott say?
Just ask the Bills.
What's Michael Scott say?
You ride the horse that got you there.
Oh,
no, Michael Scott didn't say it was Wayne Gretzky.
I know.
And Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And Michael Scott.
Yeah. And that's what happened. They missed 100% of the shots that they didn't take.
He
and
took
now
a shot.
instead of being
He took a shot.
No, they didn't. They didn't take one shot.
Yeah,
they didn't take one shot.
He took a shot.
No,
they
shot didn't.
On fourth down.
Yes.
Nope.
If they make both those, this is a very different conversation.
Everybody's going, Dan Campbell, he's got balls of steel. Look at what he did. Look at him. He's the man. Nobody make that call. What kind of guts does that take? He doesn't care. And that's what everybody be saying right now. How can you bet against the Lions and their riverboat gambling coach? That's exactly what would happen.
That didn't look like Eminem was saying that when they showed him later on in the game.
No, he wasn't very happy about it. But he is happy because their offensive coordinator is staying. They're keeping the band together.
Dude, they're gonna be all right. I don't know. The problem is in football, you just don't know if you'll ever get back there.
There you go.
I don't know. Dan Marino, he got there. How many? Never mind. I'll shut up.
Yeah. Laces out, man.
Or you may get
Ray Finkel. Damn you, Ray.
Finkel and Einhorn.
Man, you were that's pretty mean there, Kevin, taking out on the Bills, laces out,
That's wide right.
They are so how haunted are they? I mean, my gosh.
The memes are just fantastic at this point.
The internet wins.
The plane missing Cancun to the right.
That was good. That was good too.
There's a golf meme of a bunch of Bills players hitting off the tee and the ball's just slicing right every time they hit it.
Dude, there's some great ones. You are correct with that.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of plain ones, dude. Yes, a lot.
Okay, so Deering says, can we get a Chiefs? So Chiefs. Hey, so let's talk about this Baltimore Chiefs game. Everybody, I'll just say, just because I want you guys just to say your retorts here. Lamar Jackson, go. Go. I mean,
he had a bad game. I still think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Maybe he's just a regular season guy. I don't know.
I could say, is he Dak 2.0?
I mean, he's going to be a 2-time MVP, so I just think that I don't think that he plays well in the playoffs. I mean, you game plan, you get a chance to game plan for the guy, and I mean, he didn't get out and rush for 100 yards and make all these plays. I mean, He looked real conservative. In what he was doing.
Is that him or is that the play calling? Because here's the thing: what got Baltimore there? It was a balanced offense of passing and running.
They did not run the football.
Run the football.
I hate to agree with Zach, but they did not go with their game plan. They ran the football all year, and they didn't do it. And I'm a closet.
Wait a minute. They didn't do the same thing they did all year, and it wasn't successful.
Oh, no. Not one play, an entire game plan.
It was 2 plays, by the way.
Well, whatever.
Yep. And where's Dan Campbell right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same place Harbaugh is.
I don't know.
Not the same place Purdy is because he uses his legs in his game, and that's why they won.
Yeah. Yeah. So, doing a little preview. I mean, Chris, I thought maybe you is that your Google form maybe that you put up there?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the event that we're going to try and put on again.
I mean, we're doing the Super Bowl squares again, and we talked about it, and we're gonna do a 60-40 pot split with the winnings this year, and it's the same as it's been before. We're gonna use it for our podcast costs because we're looking to do some more stuff, especially during the spring and the summer when. We have actually more time to do things outside of Zach. Zach will be coaching baseball and making up other excuses for not being on the show. But anyway, again, it's $10 a square. Just click on the form. If you we take Venmo, and we're gonna try to sell 100 of them. We've already actually got a little message here a little bit ago that we just sold some. So if you know anybody who's interested. Click the form, share it with them. We appreciate your support and your help. It just helps keep our lights on. not really trying to make a whole lot of money on this at all. It's just kind of just covering some costs for us, but then at the same time, someone else gets the chance to win some big money. You know, if you only put $10 in and you win 100, hey, looky there. I mean, you can't beat that. So anyway, if you're interested, go ahead and do that. We're going to be selling them all the way up until the Saturday before the Super Bowl, and hopefully we can get them all sold. So that way we have a big pot for everybody to win, and should be fun. It's always a good time.
Yep. Yeah. So I mean, Kevin, you wanted to talk about this, so you know we get another couple weeks with old T Swift. I mean, what's your thoughts on it?
Is this my question? You guys, is this good for the NFL?
Sure, it is.
Oh yes,
sure it is. You're
getting Swifties to watch football.
Hey, you don't think that they have monetized whatever jerseys that they have that says Taylor Swift's or whatever, you know, Taylor Swift's boyfriend or whatever the heck it is.
I'm a football guy through and through, right? I mean, I played forever, you know, counting college. And
gosh, you're old.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I put any pads on. I mean, we'll never do one of those games, alumni, none of that stuff. But anyway,
I would love to see it.
Oh my God, they'd be huge pads, like 5 times the size I had on when I
played.
Wait,
you can't fit into them anymore?
Probably not. I don't know. I got my helmet over there. I'm gonna try the helmet and
the Letterman's
jacket here later. Why not?
That's got to be a commercial. You got to save that for a commercial.
Well, I'll at least do one of them later.
All right.
You say he's gonna do one. Break the tank.
Oh, now I forgot totally what I was gonna say. So whatever.
Talk about Taylor Swift.
Oh, it's awesome. I like it. Why is everybody all huffy and puffy about it? I mean,
I have no idea why not.
Good for him. $365 billion chick. That's awesome. Dude, you can retire whatever you want and do whatever you want. You stay with her, you're set.
I just hope she makes it to the game.
I honestly don't care either way. It's good for him and good whatever.
She's got a concert in Tokyo the day before, and it's apparently her private jet coming back to Las Vegas straight from Tokyo for the game, and then flying back to Tokyo to finish the Asian tour.
Well, there you go. Well, if you know all the flat earthers out there, it's a 2 points. It's rather short.
It's only like this far on the map.
Exactly.
Are there still people who think that?
Oh, you haven't seen that lately? Oh my God.
No, I ain't got time for that crap.
Okay, Chris literally lives under a rock. Okay,
I'm trying to. I just want to stay away from everybody right now.
Just open those office blinds and
piss on it. You want some? Knock on the door. Gosh, it's this stuff is so stupid. And just going on to think. Listen, Taylor Swift is dating a football player, and she's there at the game. She's watching the game. People say, "Do you get annoyed by all the cutaways to her?" Well, I don't really care if she celebrates when Travis Kelce scores a touchdown, but I don't really give a damn if she's at the game or not. She's there. What do you freaking do?
I did enjoy Travis Kelce's brother's celebration of his touchdown.
That is a different story.
That was awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you hear the story about how that whole when in Buffalo, when they were at a bar across from the stadium, and all he wanted to do walking to the stadium was to jump through a table. And he walked through the parking lot trying to find some sort of Bills Mafia tailgate that would allow him to jump through a table. But it was so cold, nobody was doing it.
Yeah, he
did drink out of a bowling ball, though.
He did say he partied with the Bills Mafia, and he had a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, people are saying, "Oh, I don't even like the Kelce." Dude, they're great entertainment, man. I love it.
It's called
their
a
podcast
brand.
is hilarious.
Oh, their podcast is great.
I wish we were funny.
Crickets.
Hey, one of us needs to start dating Taylor Swift, and we'll see what happens.
That ain't happening.
You say what I'm gonna say. Yeah, yeah.
Well, looks like.
No, I got a better chance of getting struck by lightning anyway. Go ahead, Zach, with your point.
Oh, I was just gonna say, you talk about, hey, listen, their careers, they're done when they're in their 30s. All they're doing is just making themselves more marketable for life after football.
Well, they're doing it with something fun.
Exactly. Already done SNL, or at least Travis has already done SNL. They've got the podcast.
I've seen so many people though. I'm so tired of hearing about the Kelsey. Now, if it was your team, you would be all for this. And they would show Holmes' wife all the time when he would do stuff. It's just now it's T Swift. It's the Swifties. I mean, is what it is. I think it's
the Kelsey brothers are going to be the next Manning brothers when it comes to those
simulcast
games. Except it'll have expletives in with it that the Mannings won't use.
Right. I'm just surprised Taylor Swift just doesn't stop and say, "Hey, I'm going to do the Super Bowl halftime show." You know, we'll just do that. Yeah, look at Chris is like, yes.
Well, I mean, you know,
who is doing the halftime show this year?
Usher's
on there.
Usher. Yep. You know, it's all retro, right? Last year, wasn't it all the Snoop Dogg and Ray and all that?
I want some 80s hair bands.
I'll tell you who I thought who did one of the best
Def
ones
Leppard.
was the Who.
The Who was a good one.
Was really good.
The U2 one was pretty good as well.
I don't remember any of those.
Jason was
No, I just don't remember.
He probably doesn't remember the second half of them either.
Oh man, bull crap! I remember
CTE.
I remember Adam Vinatieri kicking a field goal. Gosh darn it!
Hey, I'll tell you the one I know you remember though is after you were
35-3.
sitting there, you going, "Whoa, your Patriots!" Whoa, like that when I was at your house.
And
then
Falcons got their butt whooped in the second half.
Yep. I remember that. I'm just sitting there.
Did they take the points?
I don't think they ever got close enough in the second half to take points.
Kick it anyway if you go by your theory.
Hey, that wasn't the script. That was not the script.
My question is, will Kyle Shanahan find a way to blow this one too?
Oh,
Chiefs are winning.
I thought it, and then he found a way to not blow the NFC Championship.
But that was the Lions. He found somebody. He found somebody who made some dumber decisions than him for once. But and again, I see why he did it. But I wouldn't probably have done that either. But listen, the question is, will Kyle Shanahan finally break through? I mean, he was up when he was the offensive coordinator with the Falcons. He was up when he was the head coach of the 49ers the first time they played the Chiefs. What's he going to do this time?
I don't trust Brock Purdy to be consistent the entire game.
What?
No.
What?
He looked bad at certain points of that game.
So do other guys. He just raised the game when he needed to.
I don't know. Chiefs did the Chiefs pass rusher. He's out. You got a Chiefs O lineman that's out, and there's going to be some key cogs to that machine.
I'm sorry that machine that everyone's been dissing all year, and they can't get there. Travis Kelce and that quarterback Patrick Mahomes is going to find a way to will them to another one.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say Mahomes? Did you say
Mahomes?
Mahomes and Mahado.
Mahado, yeah. Kelsey, whatever it is. Yeah.
Oh
my God.
Oh man.
What are we doing?
Speaking of Kelsey's again, and Jason Kelsey's wife is pretty funny too, man.
Oh yeah.
She said, "I'm 6 foot tall," and blah blah blah. Yeah, she was because that's mine.
I'm 6
that's
foot
mine.
Tall. I'm 6 foot tall, and I'm not thin.
That documentary is pretty good, though. I recommend anybody wanting to watch a good documentary about the Kelseys. It's actually more about Jason than it's Travis, but he's.
I'll be right back. I gotta take this.
Well, we're getting ready to take our commercial anyway, so let's see that lined up perfectly. So you're watching the Coach's Box. We'll be right back with our next segment of the show. Stay tuned.
He comes back with that helmet on.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
I'm a parking gate and I'm all out of whack. It's going to take a lot more than a little ticket to get out of here. And if you have cut rate car insurance, this could leave you all bent out of shape. No! So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Someone!
That's broken too, pal.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
Imagine an HVAC as unnoticeable as the air itself. Sounds pretty good, huh? The new Daikin Fit. Air intelligence.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com.
Hey guys, if you've been in to check out the changes at Case and Buck's Grub and Pub, stop by, check us out. We've got awesome wings, we got great pizza, we got a steak sandwich, a steak salad. Holy cow, we got games, we've got lotto, we've got cold beer, we've got a little bit of everything. Stop by, check us out, check out the weekly specials, barbecue, pork steaks, yum. Harold's Market, thank you, my friends. Check us out. We are waiting for you.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the second segment of the Coach's Box. Hey, Jason is ready. Oh, my gosh.
Is he?
You guys are in. Look at that.
Look at that.
Hey,
that.
Man, I want to prove something to you. Look at that.
Oh,
Hey,
Ah.
exhale.
94. Look at all them patches, baby. Look at that, 94.
look at that guy.
Look at that, man.
Yeah.
Where's
How
my star?
tight?
Oh,
How
Wait,
tight is that at the
Look,
bottom
it's a-
of it?
No,
Hey,
it's actually better than I thought.
oh my goodness, that was a solar eclipse we just
Oh, man.
saw.
Man, that's a whole lot of yellow.
Hey, there you go.
Eye of the tiger.
Hey, hold on. Explain
no,
to
no.
us the two F's because one of them can't be academic.
Well, hey, I would say it, but I don't want to get us tagged for what it means towards you.
Okay, that's fine.
We get one, right?
Yeah, I don't know. He's got two on it, two right
I don't
there.
know.
what
I
I'm
don't know
talking
why I have to. That was a long time ago. I mean, I lettered 3 years, I guess, here, I don't know.
I'm going to tell you right now, Jason, that's just fantastic that you can still wear that. Good job.
Damn
man.
right it is. I am. Hey, it didn't really. It isn't real tight. I was like, oh, this is gonna be horrible. But,
And here in a little bit, if you kept that thing on, we were going to have to worry that if you passed out, that it was going to be for loss of circulation.
Call the ambulance.
dude, I couldn't believe how much.
And Jason's down. He's down. He's down. Call somebody.
I couldn't believe how easy
20
my arms
minutes.
fit.
All the super activities.
I got all kinds of room in this.
All kinds of room for shenanigans.
Yes. No shenanigans on this show because this is the 176th episode.
That's right. We don't have shenanigans. Where's that place you like to eat with all the hang on the wall?
You say shenanigans one more time.
Now it's harder to get off. It wasn't bad at all, man. I'll put my college one on. Why not? Do it all.
You have a college Letterman jacket too.
Dang right, dude.
Man.
They gave those out in the 80s.
Oh, 90s,
Nice.
Kevin, 90s.
Yeah. Forget you're not that
Wait a
much.
minute. What year did you graduate?
98.
Okay. 4 years. I was like, man, wait a minute. He's old enough. He was in the 90s.
I'm just glad to be the youngest guy here. I mean, that's awesome.
It's a shame you don't look the youngest, but hey, what do you do?
We could take a poll. And I
Yeah.
would look the youngest.
That's just
yeah.
because you're clean shaven.
Yeah.
That's
It
all
doesn't
that is.
matter.
That's all that is.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, yes,
not
it
wear a
does.
hat.
Yes, it does.
Oh, I look like a baby when I
This
shave
is
that all the way
20
up.
years difference
Wait
in
a
this
minute, wait a minute. I
everyone.
look like a big fat baby, but I mean,
right.
yeah.
Hey, Coach Eddie shaved his
He's a
beard. And all the
cutie.
kids
What was
wondered who
he
he
thinking?
was.
What was he thinking?
Victory
What?
beard.
Why? Oh,
Sam made him
goodness.
do it.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? He shaved his beard after our game.
No, he had it
You
before.
didn't have it on before. You didn't have the beard when we played.
I don't remember. That was last night.
Gosh.
Dude, I feel like every year it just gets worse. I just got too much stuff going on up here, man.
Hey, you know what was really cool though? And this was a first. So the radio calls last night while we're in my office after the game. And Hal wanted to do the radio thing, and I said, "Well, I'm going to put you on speaker. I'm here with Coach Jarvis too." And so he did the radio interview.
We did both our interviews right there.
Yeah, we're on speakerphone. So that was that was a first. It was fun.
A lot of coaches speak coming out over there.
Yeah,
well, not on this show.
No, I mean when I did the radio interview.
Hey,
just kids played hard.
One game at a time.
One game at a time.
I intentionally do that stuff too because I hate doing those interviews. I really do. Give the kids credit. Go ahead and talk about the kid who did well, because if we sucked and lost, I'd been like, hey, you gotta give credit to Coach Jarvis and his kids. It's the same thing. I will say that all the time because there's no sense. I'm not gonna say like, well, our kids just sucked.
We're better than you, and we know it. You're not going to do Globo Gym.
Man, I'll tell you
You're
what.
not do Globo Gym.
Our kids went out there and just shit the bed. I mean, nobody's going to say that, and I would never say that, even if they actually did. I would give all the credit to the other team. Say we've got to play better, and I've got to prepare them better, and just go for it. And it is literally scripted in my head that's the kind of crap I'm going to say when the radio or whoever newspaper wants to come talk to me. That's it. Sorry.
Not me. I don't script nothing in there.
You get crap the bed though either.
I mean, I just go, man. In my head the whole time I'm talking, I'm like, just be PC. Just be PC.
Just be PC.
Just be
He says that all the while I'm talking, he's writing crap on my board to distract me, and there's some snickering in the background from my two assistant coaches who are cracking up like little schoolgirls. It is what it is.
That was it. I mean, other than doing the show tonight and that moment after the game, hanging out, those were the two highlights of the last day or two. The rest of my day has been so that's the way it goes.
Well, we've had a busy week. We got to go down to the land of Bruce Valroy tomorrow, so that should be all kinds of fun.
Is Bruce still half coaching that team?
I can't confirm or deny how that really works.
Is it still that thing where they have the two people coaching, but you can't tell which one's which?
Coach's speak is definitely coming out right now.
I don't know.
Next question, on to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Well, how about we do this?
Wait, hang on. I want to talk about something. This I'm going to call an audible right now. Omaha.
I love it. Omaha.
All right. So we played over in Valmeyer the other day in the land of Lincoln. And I'm going to tell you right now, two things. Number one, I'm very adamant, and anybody who watches this show knows how much I do not like the state of Illinois. Okay?
It's hard to tell.
It really, first off, your state is poor because you spend money on Chicago and you can't even fix the potholes. 2, you like socialism. 3, what's really cool is I've never been to Valmeyer. So I'm driving along that bluff road and those big old bluffs on the side, the sun's getting ready to set. Yeah. Well, no, it's right off of Highway 3. Mm-hmm. And you have to take this little right as soon as you turn off on that road, and then you take another road, and then you drive all the way down, which, I mean, it's literally, you can see the Herky smokestacks from, where you turn off.
If there was a bridge in Herky and Bristol, you just like,
it's crazy. So it's really neat and everything. And then you drive, you basically just drive right through this crack in the bluffs, and then on top of the hill is Valmeyer, this little town, and everything's real centrally located. It's actually kind of cool. But my point of the story is, I have, for any of the officials who watch our show, I'm going to tell you right now, I have a greater appreciation for you, even in your weakest moments.
Man,
because Those guys.
Hold on, I got to put my boots on.
No, and I mean this 1,000%. Those guys that we had over in Illinois had to have been the worst damn officials I'd ever seen do a high school game, and they were bad both ways. They were so bad. I have never. The shortage is one thing. It's like, dude, dig somebody up who at least knows the rules of the game. These three guys, nicest dudes ever, completely suck. Should never do a junior high game ever in their entire freaking life. And they're doing a high school game. They're doing a JV and a varsity game. First off, another thing too that sucks about Illinois, so I'll get on that one. You have 8-minute JV quarters. Who the hell does that? I know Illinois does. And then on top of that, these guys had no freaking clue whatsoever. And it was bad enough where the other coach is absolutely losing his mind about how bad they were. And I'm just going, do you guys need some help or something? I mean, I didn't bring my rule book, but maybe you should have read it. I don't understand what you're calling right now. I didn't say hardly anything to him because it didn't matter. They just sucked. They were bad, like bad. And I'm going to say right now, if
we're making calls there, huh?
For every bad thing that I've said ever to any of you officials who watch our show, I wholeheartedly apologize and have a greater appreciation for you. Except for the one person that I think is the world's worst official. I will not say that about. But for every other one, yes.
Gosh,
wholeheartedly. God, it was so bad. I mean, seriously, you just Zach, when we went and played Metro, and you looked at me and said, I've been like doing this for 20 years. I never thought referees were cheating up until now. That's how bad those guys were. And they were seemingly trying to cheat. These guys were just bad. Like bad. Can't even describe it.
I have not had one bad official all year.
Me neither.
You guys aren't any fun.
Kevin, you guys aren't any
fun.
The high school kids that have done CYC games have done pretty darn well.
That's good.
Yes.
I would have taken 2 high school kids out of the crowd and somebody's grandpa who can't run up and down the court to sit at half court and then make any calls that he wants.
Make it like a summer league where they sit in the chairs.
Yeah. Or like the time that I coached AU ball down in Charleston's multi-purpose gym, and it was 2 dudes sitting in fold-out chairs at each baseline, and they just yelled when it was a foul. I would have taken that any day of the week. And that was
put it out there now. Not all views on the coach's box are views of everyone that is being
gosh
right now.
Right.
Listen to you.
And if you Missouri refs want to believe this load of crap that he's selling,
I am not even
because I have heard him talk about all the refs.
Once again, who's looking in the mirror? Are you talking?
You were officiating for Derek Schumer last night. Don't even say anything.
You're
gonna let him call it. Why did you call it, not him? That's exactly what you said.
I did say it. It was the right call. I even told Derek that was the right call. But you don't gotta listen to him.
Hey, I said, listen, I'm such a nice guy. I'm not even gonna tell you how poor that last call was.
I didn't say anything.
And listen, I was being funny anyway. Seriously, I'm telling you, I'm not
Did he know that?
Shitting a bit when I say this. I have a greater appreciation for our officials after that game.
I tell them all the time.
Oh
I
my gosh.
No way I can officiate.
I've done it before, but I'm telling you, after that game, I'm going, yeah, those guys were the second best officiating crew we've had all year because everybody else is tied for first. They were so bad, and it's like they're just looking around going, well, what? Like I don't know, should I call this or what do you think? And it's like, what are you guys doing?
Well, you got to make sure the coin lands on heads.
So bad. It's so bad. And you guys aren't even fun about it. All right, talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about.
I love all the umpires I have ever.
Oh,
exactly.
gosh.
Right?
You know what? You know what? This is dumb.
He left. He left.
What do you want us to comment? I'm not. I'm touching that one.
No. So
you guys aren't any fun.
I
wasn't ever gone.
But hey, you said enough for all of us.
At least Chris gave us. He gave us the 15-minute segue into our next topic.
I'm just calling it like I see it, damn it.
He definitely called it like you see it.
You guys are just like, oh, I don't want to say anything. I might offend somebody.
Yeah, call it like you see it until the radio station calls.
Yeah, exactly, right?
That's different.
Right? How is it different?
Because this is my microphone, and I'm the one who gets to put this out there.
Chris, you should always take the points. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, real quick. And the reason is, too, they don't put the whole radio parts in there, so I'd never want to be taken out of context. I've actually been taken out of context on one of those.
Oh, yes.
So I don't like
the media would not ever do that.
Zach, that might be the dumbest thing you've ever seen.
We do it in faculty meetings when he talks. What are you talking about?
I've been at the lunchroom table when he's been told to shut up. That's the stupidest thing he's ever heard. Friend of the show.
Which time?
All right, go ahead. Your show, your topics. Go ahead. I'm gonna eat my Cheez-Its.
All right. So I just
Not
figured
since
we're talking about local stuff, we can kind of do a quick review on how conference has been shaping up. I mean, some of the conferences are still playing, some of them have finished. I guess if you want to call it the quote unquote regular season, I figure we could go over the Jefferson County Conference. We can go over MAAA, and right now in the MAAA on the girls' side at the large school, again, right now going off of what we find on the internet, Central. I mean, they've locked up another regular season conference championship. The Central Rebels went 5-0. Farmington was in second place at 4-1. Then North County, Fredericktown, St. John, and Potosi kind of round those out. On the small school girls side, Arcadia Valley went 5-0. Valley Catholic was 4-1, and then you had Bismarck, West County, and Caledonia and Kingston. So that's the MAAA on the girls side. On the boys side, we have as of today, and this is before the show, I think you're going to wind up having a 3-way tie in the large school because you've got Central, Farmington, and Potosi all have one loss, and they all have one loss against each other, kind of in that triangle. And you do have Farmington and Potosi. They have one more conference game that got snowed out, but I believe they are playing. They are not playing against each other. I believe they're playing against Fredericktown and North County. So they take care of business. I think you're going to have kind of a what do you want to call it? A tri-conference championship. Yeah, tri-champ. And then on the boy, go ahead.
Do they give the conference championship to the regular season or the tournament championship?
Both.
Or they have separate?
It's separate.
Okay.
Yeah, it's separate. Yeah. And then on the boys' side, the first ever, I believe, is what we saw on some social media, that Kingston, they have won the boys' side small
Fighting
school.
Hamiltons.
Yeah, so congratulations to Kingston for going 5-0 in the small schools. Congratulations to them. And then Arcadia Valley, West County are both sitting at 3-1, so I guess they've got another snow game to make up. Let's see. I think that is all of the MAAA. And then in the Jefferson County, again, I want to get your opinion. So the small schools does not do a home and home. The large schools do. Is that something that you guys would ever consider? Would you think that would be a good idea? Because, I mean, like right now, on the small school side, and I'm trying to pull this up. So Jefferson is at 3-0 in league play. Pius is at 2-0. Everybody else in the conference has at least one loss. That's on the boys' side. And on the girls' side, Pius is sitting at 4-0 and Jefferson's sitting at 3-0, and everybody else has at least one loss. So is that something, I mean, you guys, because you would have to go through it, is that something that, hey, the home and home is a better idea, or do you like just the way it's set up now?
I can speak as the former AD out of it. Is the small schools ended up playing each other a lot in different tournaments and things like that. It's not necessarily the same case anymore, but between Crystal City's tournament and the Herky's tournament, there are a couple of small schools, and they just didn't want to run the risk of playing the same team 3 and 4 times a year.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
I think logistically and probably you got it. And game wise, it would be easier because you have those games set, and it would be pretty electric to have home and home. So I've rethought my thought process on it, and I'd be fine with it if it was home and home or home and away, whatever you call it.
Mm-hmm. Chris, what do you think?
In the small schools, Jason, do you have like 5 non-conference games that you would probably have to drop? What you would drop right away in order to add those 5 small school games? I'm not saying you have to say them out loud, but do you already have that like thought in your head?
Yeah,
I would, yes.
Yeah.
Chris, wow. Deep
thought. The bad thing is if you're bad though, and yeah, the conference is good. You may take 8 whoopings.
I mean, I guess if I put my admin hat on, which I don't wear, Zach, shut up. I would have to say that knowing your schedule and your conference is usually fairly close games, unless you're driving to Perryville, which we'll be doing tomorrow. Then it's a transportation thing, so you'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. And then as far as it's everything's set, who you're playing every year. The only problem I feel like is you do get into those situations where, let's say you do have a good group coming through and you want to kind of evaluate a little bit, give your kids those opportunities, maybe play some different schools, play different kinds of competition, etc. Why do I have to be stuck playing all these conference games, 2 of them against the same opponent every year? I don't know. I like variety. I really wish we had maybe 1 or 2 more teams in our conference, so that way, you get a couple more conference games. But at the same time, I'm okay with it how it is now. I'm okay with it if it never changes. I really don't give a damn, to be honest with you. I mean, at the end of the day, if someone
that's how I am too. I wouldn't.
Someone makes that decision, then yeah, let's do that. If not, well, whatever. Because then I go play everywhere. I don't really care. And I'll play anybody, apparently. Isn't that right, Zach? Yep. So, but I like, it's like going to Raleigh. Kids like it. It's a different opportunity. And I don't know. I mean, I do think that what it would probably do a lot better job of, and Jason mentioned it, is getting those atmospheres in those games, because then, that it's like, okay, they got us before. Now we're going to, it's at our place now. So let's bring a crowd. I think, you have that.
So I'm going to give the large school kind of where they're at. And again, they're kind of in the thick of it because, they're going to wind up playing, like you said, about 8 to 10 conference games. And so on the girls' side, for the large school, Hillsboro is sitting at 5-0, and everybody else has at least 1 loss. It's looking like Perryville sitting at 2nd, and then Festus, and then Windsor and DeSoto. And then on the boys' side of things, you're looking at, I mean, I don't know if it would be a surprise, probably not, but I'm trying to pull this up here.
That's some good show prep you got.
Well, it is. Okay. So like right now, Festus is sitting at 5-0. Festus is 5-0. Everybody else has a loss. Windsor has 2 losses. Hillsboro has a loss. But they haven't necessarily, the way the schedules have fallen, they haven't necessarily played each other yet. So like Festus has 4 wins, and out of the 5 wins, 4 of them are only against 2 schools. And so how would you do that? I mean, part of me wants to say, let's go to a Tuesday, Friday, do it that way in the same week. But then the other part of me says, you got a kid that's hurt. Do one before New Year's and then do one after New Year's.
We have been down this road before with the same thing though.
Yeah.
And it hasn't changed. I mean, I haven't really changed my stance on it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. My thing is if I look at the large school conference and considering how many tournaments they play in, and I'll use it from the poll standpoint. So when you gather all the information for the polls and you send it out to the panel, and the wins and the losses are coming from the same teams all the time, and they have a good record, how does that really dictate? Are they that good? Like is a win over Hillsboro as good as, for let's say, use Windsor. Windsor beats Hillsboro. And is that better than someone else beating, MICDS? Okay, they're both, I believe, Class 5. I'm not really. MICS is 4. But let's just say hypothetically they're all in the same class. Is that a better win? Well, MICS plays all these other schools, and Windsor plays Hillsboro twice. Beat them
right,
once.
Everybody. So again,
how do you tell? And then you go into a seed meeting, and you're saying, well, we're whatever and whatever, and we've got all these same wins against the same teams, or all these wins and some losses, but we beat them, but then we lost to them, and they beat them and we lost to them. Okay, how do I? If I'm an opposing coach, it's like, well, how the hell? I don't know. I don't play these schools. So how do I get it? I don't know if it really helps you on that end of things, if that makes sense. So that would be the downfall of that too. You just have that lack of variety. So you're so used to playing these schools and what they do, and playing them 3 or 6 times like DeSoto and Hillsboro did. Then what's the point? That's just my Sorry.
Chris, you hit the nail on the head. It's optimally would be speaking as if your conference wasn't 5 or 6 teams. It would be really much better if you could have it in the number of 8 to 9 range, I think, because then you don't have to worry about the home and home. You could get 7 or 8 conference games in. I don't know that that's going to be feasible for the conference that we're in happening, but that's really the optimal thing here. So, because we're kind of stuck in between those two levels of small enough to go home and home, but too large that home and home would add games that it would take away the variety of what you need for polls and just for the sheer experience of playing different types of teams throughout the year.
Well, I mean, even with seed meetings, though, I mean, that's unless you are playing those same schools or schools in the area. I mean, Windsor, Hillsboro, they're all in the same district as Sikeston, I believe. Okay, I know Sikeston's probably going to be the number 1 seed, but how does Sikeston or how do these other schools?
How they look at Hillsboro and all them?
How do they properly evaluate that for a seed meeting when you don't play? You don't play a variety of people. Now, again, I'm not dissing that. I'm saying from my standpoint, I like to have the variety of competition to a degree, so I can see, and then everybody can kind of know too when they play us or see us or seed us that. Okay, then they've played all these schools, and here's who they are, and here's what they can do, instead of playing the same damn schools all the time. I can see that being a problem on that standpoint.
It doesn't always. The seeds don't always work, though.
Well, I know you go and have the city schools that seed, and I know these guys better than you. Yeah, we beat them by 40. So,
but I saw them play.
I saw them, so I know them. Never will forget that. That's the stupidest. That's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard in my life.
I'm interested how that, because I played Bayless twice. The first time this year I played them was the first game of the year. We lost by 8, and then we smoked them the second time by 39. So when I go to the seed meeting this year, I mean, would think, hey, the most recent one, 39 points.
Yeah.
But
you would think that, and you'd be right to think that. But is everybody else going to think that?
Yeah. And sometimes you go to those seed meetings, you get out of there, and you walk out, and you go, wow, what?
Sometimes some coach, he goes into those meetings and predetermines what he's going to do with it, and it doesn't matter what anybody says. But
I mean, like Jason, I mean, were you not seeded 8th in your own tournament, and then you won the consolation?
Yeah, I mean, and I was upset after the seed meeting, but it wasn't like I was like, oh my, I was like, we're not very good. So, I mean, I get why we were 8. I mean, it worked out for me, actually, you know.
Yeah.
So it was like, hey.
Got 2 wins in a tournament.
Yeah, got 2 wins in a tournament. And that's what you want to do. And it worked out for me. I mean, I had to beat the 2 teams that were ranked ahead of me. So it happened. Just against that one team that was ranked ahead of me, they deserved to be ranked way ahead of me.
Yeah.
That would be Windsor. They mopped us. So
yeah. Well, they're pretty good. So I mean, I will say this. I think that has been one of the holdups with some of using the polls, for example. That's been one of the holdups, I think, in the last couple of years with why, say, Hillsborough, when they've had a couple of good teams and Windsor's now having some good teams, why they haven't gotten a lot of looks from the panel for the polls, because there's not a variety of competition to really evaluate where they are. I mean, it's one thing. It's like me and Jason when our teams play. We might. I mean, if it doesn't really matter about the records, you can throw those out because both teams are going to play each other hard because of the familiarity, your conference opponents. So if you have a couple of teams, one of them might be a little bit better than the other, but just because of all of that, you've played them before. It makes it hard to say, like, okay, well, you know, we're going to beat them again because we've already beat them before. I mean, you see it all the time with teams play each other once, then the next time the other one gets them. So I don't know. I think that can be a little bit detrimental to a team personally. What do I know? I don't know a whole lot.
We knew that before the show started.
You know,
I found that out yesterday.
I know. Hey, while I'm doing this, I should be making, you know, like adjusting what I'm doing, but I'm not very good at that either. So anyway, it is time now for a commercial break.
Adjust that Google form and put that up before we go to breaks for Super Bowl squares. Super Bowl squares, tell them again.
Oh, no. Tell them again. You said put it up there again.
Same thing.
Oh my gosh. So if you are paying attention, watching or whatever, we are doing our Super Bowl squares challenge again this year. The pot is the same split it's been, 60-40, and it's going to be going towards our podcast costs for what we're hoping to do. A little bit more of some stuff coming up in the spring and the summer, but it's not like we're making any kind of like major money. It's just kind of to help us to keep the lights on here so we can keep doing this. It's $10 per square. The winning payouts, I believe it's $100 for first through third quarters. And gosh, I'm trying to remember the math off the top of my head. I think is it it's $300 for the final score, I believe. So anyway, I have to look at it again because I'm pretty sure that's how it all goes. We have had 100 squares. We've already been selling to some of them. We are going to be selling them up until the Saturday before the Super Bowl. So if you know anybody who wants to get in on that, it's a fun little thing. You know, we really appreciate it. We do. If you know us and you can hand us cash, that works. Or you can Venmo the coach's box, and you can get it on that. We have a form, so that way, you know, we can keep track of that. And everything it's a random draw with a Google sheet. So, and like anybody picks it, Kevin's already set that up because he is a Google Sheet guru, and it's all ready to go, plugged in, and everything else. So, anyway, if you're interested in that, we do have the link. I believe it should be on our show chat. We'll keep posting it, and hope to get those sold. So, if you're interested in Super Bowl squares, get it on the fun. I know we will.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Well, if Zach, is that it? Do I need to do any more?
No, we can go to commercial.
You sure you want to go to commercial?
Yeah.
You sure? Positive? All right.
Sure.
All right. You're watching Coach's Box. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
I'm a parking gate and I'm all out of whack. It's gonna take a lot more than a little ticket to get out of here. And if you have cut rate car insurance, this could leave you all bent out of shape. No! So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Someone!
That's broken too, pal.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
Imagine an HVAC as unnoticeable as the air itself. Sounds pretty good, huh? The new Daikin Fit. Air intelligence.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com.
Hey guys, if you've been in to check out the changes at Casey Buck's Grub and Pub, stop by, check us out. We've got awesome wings. We got great pizza. We got a steak sandwich, a steak salad. Holy cow, we got games. We've got lotto. We've got cold beer. We've got a little bit of everything. Stop by, check us out. Check out the weekly specials. Barbecue, pork steaks, yum. Harold's Market, thank you, my friends. Check us out. We are waiting for you.
What the damn hell?
Oh my
doing?
goodness! Oh my
gosh.
gosh! It's Billy Bob! It's Billy Bob!
Jason,
Looks like
are you
something from
okay?
the longest yard.
You look like you're in so much pain right now. It's not even funny.
It hurts.
Oh my gosh!
I
I thought we were gonna
didn't
get
play
the
when I run
jaws
down
of
the
life
field,
to get
look like
those
I'm
damn
lost,
things
is it?
out.
That hurt. That hurt a lot. That hurt a lot more than the jacket. Ooh.
Oh my
Dude,
goodness!
when you have the week I've had, it's just you gotta do something. I had to take the earpieces out, and look, they ain't been out since I wore the dang thing, man.
Oh,
Man,
Oh,
is that mold?
Oh, a piece of grass just fell out.
Oh,
That grass might be from CMC's football field, baby.
30-year-old, 30-year-old grass.
All turf now. Yeah, look at that baby, man.
Yeah, that logo's a little retired.
Yeah.
Look at this CTE on that.
Whoa.
Gotta wipe that off.
Man, was that
All right,
made by, was that made
That
by
hurt.
Hutch? Came with the uniform?
Hold on, hey, my earpiece is back.
Oh my gosh! So while Jason's getting
piece
ready
of
for
history,
the show,
baby.
yeah, it should be in the Smithsonian. It's so old.
Well, you guys are just so funny.
So what's really funny is the fact that we were sitting there trying to figure out what we're going to talk about for our final segment, and McVey throws all these great ideas out that most of them we already talked about last week on the show.
Of course he did. He would know that. He'd know that if he watched it.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh! Says the guy who never watches the show ever.
No, I
Who,
don't.
me?
Jarvis.
No, I don't.
Jarvis. He never watches.
He
the
watches
show.
it. He has to.
Is
Come
he?
on.
Is
I
he a
don't.
closet? Is he another one of the closet Coach's Box fans?
Dude, when I'm not
several
on
of
it,
them.
there's no need to watch it.
Okay. So, anywho, yeah, we already talked about the NFL hires
Oh my
outside of
gosh.
a
a
couple
lot
of
of,
them that
there's
are.
been a lot of hires since then, though.
Oh yeah, like who?
Dan Quinn in Washington.
He's not important.
Yeah.
He's proven he can't be a head coach anyway. And then look what the Cowboys did. All right, next question. On to Cincinnati. Dan Quinn. I saw that, and it's like, look, the should be Redskins hired Dan Quinn. Oh, okay. So guess what's going to happen? He's going to get fired in 3 years.
Less than.
Probably 2. I'll go 2.5. 2.5. Over under 2.5. What do you got?
Oh,
over under.
Under.
Under 2.5. Under.
Coaches don't.
Over.
All right. What are you calling then? 3?
You just said over under. I'm saying over.
I said 2.5.
2.5
years.
Fourths.
It's under.
So that would be over.
He's getting
I'm over.
The Matt Rule treatment.
Oh gosh, that's rough. Now, I think he's under. I'm gonna go with that. I definitely think he's getting fired because he's terrible as a as a head coach.
Does it surprise you that no one after Spags?
No, because I've seen him been a head coach.
I was gonna say no.
He's only been a head coach one time. I mean,
he was bad.
But Belichick was bad the first time he was a head coach.
Yeah, but then he went and worked with Bill Parcells.
So
again,
Spags was working with Andy Reid. You don't think that's a nice little rub to have for that?
Yeah, but then
their defense has played solid too.
Somebody's going to give him another shot at some point.
Yep, I think so.
I don't think so.
I bet you if they win the Super Bowl, there's still an open spot somewhere.
I don't think there is. Zach, you do all the research for the show currently.
No, because I think
I think that was the last one.
If they have a good defense again next year, I think he gets a shot the following year.
I don't think he does, and I think here's why. It's not because he shouldn't get a look. I just think that everybody's looking for the next offensive guru, and they're getting all these young dudes. Same reason Belichick didn't get a job, because he's just an old defensive coach.
Okay, so then let's get into that.
We already did.
You didn't talk about the Rex Ryan quote. There's no way you talked about that.
Why? Because you
didn't talk about the Rex Ryan quote.
How do you know? Did you watch the show?
I just know you guys. You didn't research anything, so I know you didn't talk about it.
Like, we didn't research anything. Like, we didn't put the effort into the show. Gee, that is
no.
Oh my gosh! I am offended and appalled. And
you might be. Jarvis isn't though.
Have you met you?
Yeah.
Oh, my ears hurt.
Jason's over there recovering from sliding that helmet in his.
Just say, hey, man's got some fingers. True or false? Hold up some fingers.
So, did you guys see that?
He's changing the subject.
He's
not even going to do
his footing.
You see the Mark Andrews thing? He saved a person's life on a flight today.
I saw it. I didn't get
from Baltimore to Phoenix. One was suffering a medical emergency. I did not know Mark Andrews was a type 1 diabetic, though. So kudos to him. It's hell to live with, believe me. And he's like, could it be her blood sugar? And sure enough, I guess they tested her, and it was, and they could treat her. And when they landed, she was good to go with the paramedics, and good for him.
Hey.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Smart thinking by Mark Andrews, man. Talk about all the tight ends. There's some good tight ends in the NFL right now. You got Kelsey, you got Mark Andrews, Laporta for the freaking Detroit is stud. No. The guy from San Francisco, Kittle
Hawkinson in Minnesota when he's healthy.
And I liked the backup for Andrews, Lively or whatever. He was good. I mean, there's just tight ends are fun to watch. And
you're gonna have a bit Bowers from Georgia whenever.
Wait, Jason, hang on, Jason. You're saying tight ends are fun to watch, huh?
Oh gosh.
Why? Why are they fun to watch? What do they do different than nobody else does? Wait, what do you guys
because they go out and catch passes and they actually block. Unlike those.
Why you guys are laughing?
Would you say that the tight end position is the I'm not going to say that. Never mind.
Censored himself. That's
awesome. Yeah, look at you.
Call it like we kind of see it.
Call it like
no, I'm out.
Man, Chris wouldn't have backed down from that.
I don't back down from a challenge.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Man, I love this private chat we got going on here.
Now you know why I stopped myself.
That's fair. I don't think you could have said that.
No.
I don't know if I'd have said that.
We could have one time.
There would have been no 177.
Kevin is on assignment.
I mean, it's there's a lot of really good ones out there.
Yeah.
Jason's
a
right.
whole lot of them.
Yep. The depth chart is really deep.
Yep.
With talent.
Loaded with talent.
At the tight end position.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, move on.
And did you hear that? That's the brakes. That's
no. We're still driving. Still driving. Still going.
Okay.
Still going.
My brakes are on full now, man. I'm out.
I'm out. I'm done. All right. So go ahead, Zach. You can bring up whatever you want to talk about now. Go ahead.
Okay. Hey, you guys talk about the Blues, and
Zach's gonna bring up hockey.
So you guys could talk about it. I mean, they've had.
Pretty sure we talked about that too last week, but go ahead.
Did you?
Yeah,
the five-game winning streak.
That
Again,
thing was like a 2-hour show. Me and Chris, nobody watched it.
There's people who watched it.
Yeah,
my self-esteem went down after that.
Hey, people go back and watch this stuff later. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's
What
too
are you
big.
doing?
Showing off my belly.
We already saw it when you're wearing your Letterman jacket.
Oh, my Letterman jacket, man. There's some memories over there.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Can you remember them though?
That's when I was skinny.
So the Blues, yeah, let's go into that and actually, talk about some.
Didn't they lose the streak last night?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, did not play well last night at all.
They had. I don't know if they've beaten. What they play against the Calgary, or was it the Blue Jackets? Somebody like that. I don't
Blue
know.
Jackets.
Lost the Blue Jackets, who aren't very good.
Blue Jackets.
But have just owned them this season. So maybe is that a Jimmy's and Joe's, or is that stylistic issues?
I just think they didn't show up to play.
Yeah,
that
was a long West Coast trip against some pretty good teams and with some overtime wins, and it just took a lot out of them.
And on top of that, it's human nature. You start thinking about, man, we got this big long break coming up. What's my plans? Are we going? This, that, or whatever. Yeah. Because hockey, they get 10 days off. 10 days off in hockey is really, really important.
That seems. That's a big break.
Like in the All-Star,
it's not 18 days, but it's 10.
Yeah.
That's how many days since we played a game this last month.
We had 15. It was long 15 days.
Yeah, my kids forgot what we were supposed to do and when we warm up at home because we had a home game in a month. But I think Kevin's right. It's long road trip, and hey, they lost 1-0. So again, defense is playing better. Even though it was the Blue Jackets, Bennington's obviously standing on his freaking head. If there isn't a guy who doesn't deserve some kind of recognition, I mean, Jordan Bennington deserves all the recognition in the freaking world right now.
How he didn't get an All-Star game nod is beyond me.
I guess because Connor McDavid or whoever the hell the other stupid captain was didn't pick him or something. I don't know how that works.
They're not even in the pool. He wasn't even voted in.
Yeah, but
and then
again,
they picked from the pool.
Who the hell votes for your all-stars in the NHL? And why can't we just do the East versus the West? Why does it have to be some kind of stupid-ass thing where you got one superstar, another superstar? We're going to have a little fantasy draft.
Because that's the end thing. Because it's not about teams. It's about players, just like NBA.
The NBA did that.
No.
Are they still doing the 3-on-3 by division? So there's like 4 groups of 3-on-3.
It's so dumb. It's so
And
dumb.
they play
on
round
levels I
robin.
can't talk about.
If you're Bennington, though, do you even want to play?
For goaltenders, I think you need to play to stay sharp. Long layoffs for goaltenders are not good.
Well, wait. On top of that, I know he's already got the big contract and everything, but still, I mean, Jordan Bennington should be an all-star for just how he's been playing.
Yeah,
so, I mean, golly, you have nobody in front of you stopping pucks, and you've got to make all these great saves. Yeah, I think you should be an all-star.
And I'll even throw this. Joel Hofer is doing a phenomenal job as the backup goaltender as well, winning a lot of ball games. So the Blues have a top-level goaltending pair. They're just not getting enough defensively from the crew that they have.
Pairs are just not.
No,
their defensive players suck.
They're better. The best defensive player they had on Tuesday was Tyler Tucker, who just came back up from Springfield.
It's so bad. I mean, for me, I feel like it's just been a massive. I mean, I know they're actually in a playoff spot, are they not? Or
they were before Tuesday. I don't know if they still are or not.
I was trying to see if I could see. I actually think they're tied with Nashville for. They both have 54 points, so I think they have I think they're in. I don't know. You could probably look it up, but either way, I mean they're right where it was. Still, this season boggles me with the Blues and their decision to let go of Berube when they came out and said we see ourselves as a team that can get into the playoffs. Like we're right there. We're not one of the best, but we're right there. By God, they are still right there, and they were at that point in the season with Berube, and they're still at that point right now because you can't overcome the fact that you have dudes who can't play defense. You can tell them all you want, and you can't go and beat people like make them do it. Block a puck. I don't want to. Okay, you can't trade them because they all have no trade clauses. So
or bad contracts that nobody will take.
Yeah. So what do you do? I mean, you're stuck, and you are who you thought you were, and that's exactly what they are. They're right there on the cusp of getting in, and that's it.
Yeah.
What I don't understand why they would get rid of somebody like Berube, who it's in the same crap that Bannister or Stanley Tucci, as Randy Carricker calls him, is saying. Is the same crap that Berube says. It's not different. It's not.
Yeah. It's the same thing almost every hockey coach says at some point. We're not doing the things that win hockey games, like net front presence and physical on the boards.
He must be saying it a lot nicer.
It's got the glasses, so yeah, it looks like a little nicer.
Oh. He's a sweetheart.
Mike Yo wore glasses, and that didn't work out for him.
Yeah, well, he wasn't saying those things because he wasn't a very good hockey coach.
He's not very good.
But so the Blues are tied for the last playoff spot. Both the Blues and the Predators have 54 points, but the Blues have 2 less games, so they get the spot.
Yes.
So
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I don't know. They need to get hot, win a couple, be in a position where they can, maybe get that, I don't know, 7th or 8th. They don't. I hate divisional playoffs the way that they do it now. I miss the way they used to do it, where you've got 1 through 8 seeds. And what was great about hockey is if you were the top seed and you lost, they reseeded. So if you were the 8 and you beat the 1. Guess what? You get to play the 2 now. You didn't move over and play the 4-5 winner. No. We reseed it, and then you play them. Now, I'll be honest with you. I've watched hockey for years. I still don't know how the hell they do these divisional playoffs. I think it's stupid. I think it's absolutely stupid. Why do you have to do that? I don't want to play everybody in my division all the time and then turn around and have to play them in the playoffs. Right?
Yeah, I would, because I think at this point the Blues would play Colorado in the first round if the playoffs started right now. And
what does that? What good does that do?
And the Blues would be basically the 8th seed, and Colorado would be the 3rd seed. But they won the division because there's 2 teams in the Pacific Division that have more points. But the Blues would play the 3rd team, not the 1st seed. So,
but that's what I'm saying. Like it's stupid because they should just go ahead and say you won your division, that gives you home ice, and they just seed it just like it used to be with conference playoffs, like they do in the NBA, like they do in other, with any kind of series in other sports. Why do they do that? Why did they even make that decision to go to that? Kevin, do you know?
I have no idea. I think they wanted regional shit. I wanted regional rivalries for television numbers, those types of things, because a St. Louis Blues Colorado series will bring good ratings versus a Blues versus Canucks first round.
What's a Winnipeg Dallas series going to do for the ratings? Like, who the hell thinks Winnipeg is going to be the end all be all whenever you get no
Winnipeg versus who? Anybody?
Yeah,
it would be
anybody.
horrible TV. It's Winnipeg. Is it even in Canada?
I think they still have it there. I don't know. Jason, what do you have anything to throw in on this or what?
Dude, my eyes are getting heavy. I'm ready. I was like, whoa, we better go.
Hey, I mean, we could.
It was that helmet. It was that helmet.
Squeezed all the life out of me. I wrote the Blues off a long time ago, so I've not been watching any hockey really.
Wow.
It
shouldn't be like that.
No, I'm tired of St. Louis teams. I'm tired of the owners sucking, the GM sucking, and no one doing anything about their sucking.
That was a hot take.
Well, I mean, it's just like speaking of crappy GMs. I mean, like the Cardinals. I mean, I just can't. I'm not paying. I'm going to be McVey. I'm not paying.
Oh my gosh.
I only go if I get free tickets, and then I'm not buying a bunch of beer there or nothing either. They can
wait. You drink beer?
If I was going with friends, I would buy them. You know, I don't. But I'm just saying, it's frustrating, man. Like you said, we're going to build this stadium how many years ago, and you've never went above. I know we talk about the Cardinals a lot, but they got me upset.
Jason, they made a big acquisition. Okay. You didn't see that last month? It was a big acquisition. They brought back the best left-handed hitter the Cardinals have had since Stan Musial.
Yeah.
Matt freaking
Salsa is back. Ron Rhodes is sitting in his Matt Carpenter jersey watching our show right now.
I'm sure he is. Hey, and then they made another big move. They claimed Alfonso Rivas, first baseman from the Angels.
Corner outfielder and first baseman. Versatility.
First baseman. First baseman / should be locked in a closet. Alfonso Rivas.
Anybody that plays for the Cardinals plays in a corner outfield spot. Just ask Mo.
Anybody. Catchers, pitchers.
Yeah.
Contreras, catcher, corner outfielder.
Easy.
So what do you got? I mean,
pitcher, corner outfielder.
I know the Cardinals won't do this, but I guess they're not Trevor. I think Major League Baseball said you can't have Trevor Bauer on your team. I really do. Because as starved pitching as some of these teams are, why is he not on a roster yet?
Well, I mean,
dude, he was proven not guilty, basically, right?
That doesn't mean anything.
How does that not mean anything?
If you're not, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying that it's the whole thing. It's crazy.
Like, man, we've had Leonard Little in this town. We've had others. Just bring the dude on.
Wait, just show him the Cardinal way.
Yes.
Wait. He's not. He doesn't go with the philosophy of the team right now, Jason.
He's too young.
He's not on the verge of dying. I mean, he's got a lot of life left in him.
You do have to admit a lot of the memes.
He doesn't have a 5-year plan yet.
Perfect.
The memes have been pretty good of the old guys.
Yes. Oh, man. Well, the one about Jaime Garcia that got you guys hook, line, and sinker.
So bad. I mean, you're right. Why not bring him in? I mean, what's it gonna hurt?
Well, and you're a cheap ass anyway, so that's a cheap move.
It's gonna be good for him because it's a prove it deal. And if he does well, it's win-win.
As long as he stays away from a lot of women, I mean, don't go the east side, he'd be all right.
He wants a couple mil a year in an apartment over in Sauget. That's all he wants.
Oh my gosh!
What's
over there?
A lot of people go to Clayton, things like that.
No, Sauget, Cahokia Heights.
I'm pretty sure some of them Rams players might have been over on that side quite a bit.
He'd be a great pickup for anybody needing pitching. I'll tell you what, though, I'm going to say right now, a team signs him before July 1st.
You think?
Yep. because somebody's going to need a pitcher.
Somebody gets an
gonna get
injury on
hurt.
the top half of the rotation.
Yep.
And
And
they're
they
gonna
take a
We will.
flyer, minor league deal.
We'll have at least 2 guys before
You
the
shut
end of
your
the
mouth.
second-
You shut your mouth right
Great.
now.
Wait, what do you
Shut
mean?
your
Our
mouth.
geriatric kids will be fine.
somebody with a broken hip.
We're going to bring up Tink Hintz at that point. Have
Okay.
CD-ROM in the
You
bullpen.
have to have at least 10 years experience for the Cardinals to even look at you.
Hey, listen, they got Mitch McGreevy and or
McGreevy, is that the guy from Little Big
Little
League?
Big League,
There
right?
you go.
Yeah, the absent-minded, pitcher.
There you go. Bring him in.
Yeah.
I can't concentrate right now. All right. Hey, here's what I've been racking my brain, and I haven't looked this up. And anybody knows me, if I can't think of something, I usually Google it, but I haven't. What was the name of the pitcher who was always giving Ricky Vaughn a hard time in the first Major League movie, and then he stole Joe Boo's rum? What is
Harris.
that? What
It was Harris.
Charlie Harris.
It was Harris.
Charlie Harris?
Dorn was given was given
I always
Wild
called
Thing
him
trouble.
No. The pitcher.
I
who
always
was
equated him to Charlie.
Oh, you're
Huff,
right. I messed that
but
up.
that's not his name.
Yeah.
He was giving a Serrano trouble. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Those
Wouldn't leave that rum around with these fellas. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You trying to tell me Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
Joe Boo's rum.
What is that, Crisco?
Barbasol.
Little Vagisil.
Little jalapeno.
You put
Eddie
snot
Eddie
on the
Harris.
ball? Eddie Harris. That's it.
Yes.
Oh, what a great movie.
Hey, Eddie Harris could pitch for the Cardinals right now, too.
He would be the ace. He would be the ace.
Hey, we need to bring back the rookie guy.
Oh yeah.
What was he, 40 years old? I mean, back then. So he's got to be 50s now.
He's probably teaching science somewhere in Texas.
Is it Jack Morris?
Morris. Yep.
That was Morris. I can't think.
Heck,
of
that
his
was
first
that was in the 90s because that movie came out about 03.
99. I think he only pitched 3 seasons, but
Jim Morris.
Jim Morris. Yeah.
Jim Morris.
That was back when they were the Devil Rays.
Devil Rays.
Yep.
They took the devil away.
Yep.
Watched it in History of Sports.
Yep. Oh, did you?
Oh yeah.
Nice. Hey, that's something that. Why have they not created
sports movies? Why have
they not created sports movies?
Because there's no original things. It don't. It's
just
not
even the kids. Even the kids' movies. I mean, what is our
because they're
our
just going to
kids
say anything.
Sandlot? What's our kids' Sandlot? They don't have that. That's what's wrong. That's what's wrong.
Because any movie you come up with kids wise, it's going to be saying, "Oh, that's just a cheap ripoff of the Sandlot or the Mighty Ducks."
Yep.
Man,
or Remember the Titans. Or
most kids nowadays probably watch the Sandlot. They won't get a lot of this. They're not outside. They ain't gonna understand any of that.
Movies are too long. You need to make sports TikTok videos.
There you go. What a great idea that would be.
I've been really thinking about doing this. All my lessons, TikTok. TikTok. I'll TikTok World War One. I just got done with World War One.
We just got
TikTok it.
Yeah, we're in the middle of that. We're
World
doing
War One in 2-minute videos.
Oh, we talked
about 2 minutes.
Harlem Renaissance today, baby.
1 minute. 1 minute.
60 seconds of history in your face and go. And then you have to act out every single thing that happens in those little, and then you have to change scenes.
Oh man, I'd have to I talked about Josephine Baker today. I'd have to dress up and dance. I mean,
there you go.
Talked about Louis Armstrong because we just got done with World War One. So
you do the 20s. You got to do the Charleston.
Oh yeah.
Got to have the kids do that for a TikTok. Have them do the Charleston.
Women's suffrage.
Yep.
Man, this is like a PD meeting.
No, come on.
Oh, you just said the 2 letters Zach hates so much.
No.
Hey, be excited, Zach. You know what tomorrow is, right?
Yes, it's Friday. Thank goodness.
PD day.
Oh, you guys got PD tomorrow?
Always have PD on late start Fridays.
Yep. Oh, you guys are late start Fridays?
Yeah. It's good stuff. Good times. I supervise the cafeteria, so with all the kids that come in, and everybody else does PD.
You can see he's broken up about it.
I'm so upset right now.
He's got Disney Plus going.
I'm in the cafeteria.
You guys be quiet. I'm trying to watch. I'm trying to watch this.
I'm usually doing stupid stuff for the polls. Okay, if anybody wants to really know,
I can't hear Moana. You guys keep your voices down.
What's Moana?
Hey, for one time though,
Ask Gabby.
This just popped in my head because I don't know why, but for one time it was me that was running junk defense and not him.
Yeah, Jarvis comes out into a box and one on me,
and we got it within 10, and he calls a timeout, and I looked at my kids. I go, "Well, we're gonna have to go man because he's gonna stand at half court." And sure enough, they come out and they stand at half court. I go, "Oh crap, we gotta go man. Now we gotta guard all of them."
He goes to box and one. I look down at him. I'm like, asshole.
I've been successful for us for.
You just got to be able to adjust, Chris. I mean, it's plain and simple, right?
I struggle with that.
I heard you did.
And
I was triangle 2 was coming next, and then I was like, man, I don't want to stress him out too much down there.
He'd be throwing clipboards at you, That's what it is.
Yeah, dry erase boards.
Just whip them down the sideline at you.
Hey,
I would never do that.
No, right
I'll never forget that watching it live, and you can just hear it. Wow! I'm like, holy crap! Beep.
Oops.
Oh my gosh! What just happened? What just happened?
Somebody got gunfire.
Oh man, that was great.
Yeah, good times.
Or the one you got at Herky was good too, and you banged on the floor.
Oh, the Hulk smash!
Hulk smash!
Yeah, that was after
that's because he
had a discussion with the best official of all times.
Oh, that was him. Your most favorite.
Jason.
Yep.
My least favorite.
I was hoping we'd have him for our game.
Oh, hey, we would probably start out the game with the technical because I would just tell him in the captain's meeting how much he sucks.
You were saying it pretty loud when he was right in front of us the other night. I was like, oh, God, I'm getting away from you. I started walking really
loud. I meant to say it loud so he'd hear me.
I know.
I love for his stupid face to turn around and look at me when I said it. So that way I'd say, yeah, really I'm talking about you.
Like, no, not me.
Piece of crap.
I was just like, we walked by and he was mumbling. I'm like, I can't believe he is. I hope he heard me. Okay.
I did. I hope he heard me.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
well,
every other official I've ever had issues with, I've always been able to talk to him and probably have a better relationship now than what I did. That guy, there's no talking to him because he just won't talk to you. Number one, which just drives you nuts, and two, when you're trying to talk to him, he just gets he doesn't get pissed off. He just okay, pop. Gotcha. Like, okay, why?
Well,
what happened?
I've never seen him give anyone a technical.
He gave me 2. He gave me 2.
Oh man.
Hey, I guess you gotta live for something in your life. Like, I'm a nobody, and you gave me a technical twice. That's probably his life achievements.
He puts a picture on his wall at home of every technical he hands out for each coach.
He's got like 5 of Miller up there.
Is that the Mr. Write-ups?
No, it's just it's not a separate picture. When he gives you a second one, he puts a bigger picture up there. So he's got a mural of Miller.
He's the kind of guy who would go and buy a ream of paper and say, I bought a whole ream for all the technicals I'm going to give out this year. He's that kind of freaking guy. And then he's going to put them on his wall. He sucks. He just sucks. He's the worst. He's the worst. I hope he gets back to him.
Hey, does somebody else? Hey, does somebody else have
the show up?
Hey, Langhauser knows, and Langhauser watches this. He's gonna know exactly. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. Jim Powers knows too. So guess what?
Jim? Where's Jim been?
Oh, Jim's hiding.
Dude, we didn't even get a no on the chat that he wasn't going to be on.
I know.
Not even a no.
He might have a game.
Probably late practice.
I'm telling
you, the Lutherans can only practice 3 kids at a time, so they have to
finish games and went and did the show.
Yeah, we left the tournament and then came and did the show.
Dedication. That's why we need some dedicated sponsors too.
Buy some Super Bowl squares, right?
There you go. Buy some Super Bowl squares. Help us out. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap the show up, and appreciate you guys tuning in. And as we just alluded to, if you are interested in some Super Bowl squares, we are doing them. The link is in the comments section. Go ahead.
Speaking of your favorite refs and stuff,
oh my gosh,
I want to wish you all the luck in the world when you head down to Perryville tomorrow. Good luck.
Thanks, Jason.
Tell Bruce, and then I'm gonna start calling that other person Penny, like Penny Hardaway, like little Penny, little Penny, little Penny, little Bruce. Tell Bruce and little Bruce I said hello.
Oh my God. Have you played, Jarvis? Have you played Vincent yet?
No.
He might pull a Muhammad Ali on you, still shooting threes in the fourth quarter.
I don't
What's
care.
My name?
Oh my God!
Hey,
it
can't be any worse than that I got done in my own tournament. So
gosh, he called him Little Penny.
It can't be any worse than I got done in my own tournament.
Oh my goodness! Please, somebody hit the stop button already.
You gotta bet though. You gotta bet that was funny. I mean, come on. It just popped my head. Little Penny.
Little Penny. Those are great commercials.
Little Bruce.
Chris is gonna get to the gym tomorrow. They're gonna have the captain's meeting. He's gonna reach over and he's just gonna go, "How you doing, Penny?" And it's just not even gonna think enemy. He's just gonna remember this scene. And just call him Penny as a reflex.
I do want to tell you, I'm 1-0 in Perryville this year.
Hey.
Yeah, but you
played
in the Green Perryville gym. That's not quite the same.
Oh, it's still pretty close, bro.
It's always an interesting place to play.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I mean they got good food down there too. Good people.
It'll be a fun environment.
They'll be sitting right on top of you. Yeah, awesome.
Basically.
You'll have all your second guessers lined up right there.
I was gonna say you'll have all the row of coaches right behind you.
You just turn around and ask, "Hey, what do you think?"
You'll have Bruce coaching the other team while keeping the scorebook and running the scoreboard at the same time.
So funny.
Oh,
so funny.
Oh my!
But yes, if you're interested in getting some Super Bowl squares, they are $10, and we do take cash or Venmo, and we appreciate all the help and support. We will take them up until next Saturday. So if you see you see the link, go ahead and do that if you'd like, and share it out, send it to anybody. We really appreciate it. And hopefully, come hell or high water, we'll be back again next week. It'll probably be me and Jason because somebody will be busy. That's how it usually goes.
I missed one time. I missed as much as one time in like the last month. Jarvis, I said in like the last X amount of weeks, I missed the same amount as you, and you're.
When did I miss?
You're just sick on Zach. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
that's. I think I had a game or something, didn't I?
Hey,
isn't that why I missed?
Excuses, right?
Hey, you ain't even coaching.
As a
wait till baseball
as one of our colleagues' sons would do. He'd be the guy he would go and mess with because you wouldn't kick his butt. Anyway, all fun and games. Appreciate you guys tuning in for another episode of the Coach's Box. We will see you guys all next week. God bless. Take care, and we'll see y'all later.
This episode of the Coach's Box Call It Like We See It podcast is brought to you by Off the Rails Media. Life's more fun when you're off the rails.